Some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They don't be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now. For now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud. I'm more loud.
Yes, my peoples, big up yourself, man. Big up everyone inside. Make sure you lot are smashing the like button, my peoples. Let's get these likes going. And we're going to get into the news. We've got loads to talk about, as we always do. I'm just setting this so that if anything comes true in the next couple of minutes, we'll know about it straight away. And yeah, man, smash the likes, my peoples, man. I hope everyone's good. You're having a great day. And let's get straight into it as we do, man. We've got a lot to talk about. Some Semenyo stuff coming out. Remember, he's been a target for a minute. Brighton's got a few injuries. Remember, we've done this before as well when Manchester City, before we played Manchester City, they had a few injuries, etc. MITOMA, that's a big one. So we're going to get into all of that. Zirkzee's looking at West Ham. Nuno Santos is asking for him heavily, saying, I want Nuno. Nuno's asking for some signings for West Ham. Apparently, they're going to back him. And Zirkzee's one of the strikers that he wants to be over there. So we're going to get into all of that. We've got Stiller, loads going on, man. I'm going to share my screen and show you exactly what's going on, all the news. You know me, I don't like to just sit here and chat to you lot. I like to show you lot what's really happening. Do you know what I'm trying to say? All right, cool. So we'll start off here. The Lit's just come out about 5 minutes ago. We've done a little interview. So about 5 minutes ago, the Lit's come out and obviously said this, and I'll just show it to you lot so you lot can see. And then we'll get into the rest of the stuff. He's just basically saying, as a team, we watch the footage back always because it's important for the team to improve. But me personally, I always like to watch the game back after a match. I like to watch my own actions to see what I could have done differently or what to do right. So the Lit's saying he just always watches everything, etc. So I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, everyone just does their own thing, innit? It's kind of weird to hear that they watch it back, innit? Because they're watching it exactly how we're watching it. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, the Lit's there. He's ready. He said some good words as well about Ruben the other day as well. So I don't know what interview this is. This is probably a new one. As you can see from the date, it just came at 2:31. But the other day, he had a little interview where he spoke about with Ruben Amorim and the system's not a problem, etc. That's after we beat Sunderland. Now we beat Liverpool. I haven't heard no more talks about this system. Only when we lose, we hear about the system. Sunderland, Liverpool, I haven't heard anything. You understand? So yeah, the Lit's just come out and said that. Let me show you look, what I've come on here. What's this Ben Jacobs stuff? All right, cool. So let's forget that then. Fabrizio. Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you, look. Fabrizio done a mad message for Harry Maguire. Look at this, guys. He's come out here on his Instagram. For some reason, he just come out of his own way and just wrote this about Harry Maguire. Do you get it? I don't think it's Harry Maguire's birthday or nothing. He just came on his own thing and just put this message out. And he basically said, listen, Harry Maguire deserves a special post. In my opinion, might sound as a different one, but I believe it's worth it for football fans. And not only, just a few days after his late goal at Anfield, becoming Man United's unexpected hero. Once again, Harry's story from these years keep going round in my mind. It's too easy now to forget what happened. He's had to go through years and years since he joined Man United for that huge transfer fee. Remember, he came in for £80 million, Harry Maguire. And he's basically saying the players don't control their transfer fees. Harry didn't have any responsibilities for that fee, but the level of abuse, attack, and stupid posts, memes, and unfortunately much more on social media platforms, it was horrible. Basically, he's getting into, you know, Harry Maguire, he became a proper meme. Like, literally, like, I remember there was little kids that didn't even know. They'll just be like, you lot have got Harry Maguire. Like, anyone would talk about Harry Maguire, would just laugh at him. That's all Harry Maguire used to be. And then he's gone on to say, imagine every week getting abused just because your performance are not the best at your job. It can happen to anyone. But with Harry, what he suffered, he wasn't the only player underperforming. We know that. Do you know what I'm saying? We've been through it. Also, I'm sure 50% of people attacking him, especially from abroad, didn't even follow or watch the games. It was just easy method. Turn on your account, make fun of Maguire, but football is lovely jungle sometimes. Harry never complained, never overreacted, never commented or hit back to anyone. Hard work, keep going, never give up. Follow your dreams. So big up the boy Maguire, man. No more captain's out armband, no problem. Stay focused, help your teammates, play at your best, and give 100% in every game or training session. Maguire wasn't a terrible player back then. He's not Ballon d'Or today, but it's moments, football, sport, life, blah, blah, blah. That's lovely from him, man. He didn't need to do that. Obviously, we don't know. It could be some agency thing. This guy seems to think his agent's trying to get him a new contract. I don't think he needs Fabrizio Romano to write him a lovely message to get him a huge contract. He's already said he'll take a pay cut. Why does he need Fabrizio to come out here and just do this out of the blue? So I don't think that's got anything to do with that. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I think we've already told. Maguire, his camp. Yeah, but we don't mind him staying, but he's got to drop his wage, and he said he don't mind getting a wage cut. So I don't know. I think it's cool. But yeah, big up Fabrizio for that, because he didn't need to do that at all. There was nothing about that. So cool, man. Let me show you some of this news anyway. We'll get into it, and then I'm going to show you some of the Brighton team as well, because it's dark over there. So what's this now? I'll start with, this is Stiller stuff. This is what came out yesterday about Stiller. This came out yesterday, and this was from Sky Germany, and it said Manchester United are interested in Stiller. This is a January thing, because we've been saying, look, Fabrizio came out the other day, not even the other day, he's been saying for the longest that we should be getting a midfielder in January. He wouldn't be surprised, etc. So Fabrizio was saying that, and then we had a few more that were saying it could happen. We don't know, but it could happen. So January, who knows? We'll see. But boy, Stiller is there. His name is ringing at the moment. I know Indy Kayla spoke about him months ago, and there was a few other people that just said Man United, etc. Man United before the transfer window closed. And then Fabrizio come and said he was never close to leaving. Stiller was never close to leaving. He was always going to stay, but he's open to leaving in the future. That's the last thing Fabrizio said about Stiller. He's open to leaving in the future. So, boy, it might be the time now. It could be a January move. It could be a thing move. So this is yesterday anyway. This is Sky Germany yesterday. Like I said, I'm going to show you what's come out today. Don't worry. So this is yesterday. So this is it more broken down a little bit more from Sky Germany, that just says the German has been handed a 50 million euros price tag. But if that figure could rise if the player continues to impress at Stuttgart. He's likely to be on the move in 2026. There's reportedly a 40 million release clause, but the Bundesliga are planning to remove it by paying Stiller a 2 million compensation. So if they pay him 2 million for the compensation fee, they remove that 40 million release clause, which is about 34 million pounds, and they can up it a little bit to 50 million. Do you understand? So they get extra 10 million pounds. He's under contract to 2028, giving Stuttgart the upper hand in negotiations next in the summer. So even if you pay 42, 43, 44 million pounds, that's still calm. For someone like Stiller, this guy progresses the ball the best. His stats compared to all the other, obviously he's doing it in a different league, and we've seen what Wirtz was doing and all these guys, and they're not hitting the ground running, so it could be a bit different, but bro, he's a baller. Do you understand? I just don't know if he's got the pace, etc. We had CC transfer. He came out yesterday and he spoke about Stiller, and he said this, look, on the 14th on his Discord. He always writes stuff in his Discord, and then he comes out and he shows us, look, this was on my Discord. Sign up for my Discord. I'll give you the drop there and there, and then it always comes out after. So look, he said this on the 14th of October. Stiller being watched again and still of interest. Do you understand? Mentioned a few times in Discord about interest in him, and again, we've been scouting recently. We had people at games mid-September as well. So we've been preying Stiller. It's nothing new, mate. And then he goes on to say, look, you think we get a midfielder in January, but Wadi also on that list, I presume he says correct. But Wadi plays for Lille. He's meant to be the next up and coming. His name ain't really been ringing that much, like how the Belieber and the Whartons, but he's meant to be a baller as well. He knows Euro and etc. So I don't know. I think Wadi's more linked to like Real Madrid, etc. But we'll see. So Stiller is in the mix. There's a few other people coming out. And CC transfer is just kind of reliable, man. He says a few things and a few facts. He does get it right. Do you know what I'm saying? So let me show you what's come out about Stiller today. Where is it? So this one's that. And then I'll show you exactly what's come out today. And then we'll get back to that news as well. Don't worry. And this is what's come out literally 1 hour ago. This is from Pletigo and Dennis Bayer. So that was yesterday what I just showed you, lot. 43 million, 50 million euros. Sky Germany. I know Pletigo works around there anyway, so it could all be the same, but it's all coming out in different days. So I don't know if Dennis Bayer's got something to do with it or he's new, etc. But he said Man United are still monitoring Angelo Stiller, who is very open to a move next summer. Should Stuttgart buy out his release clause, which I just showed you, look, is £2 million. They currently intend to demand more than 50 million euros. So maybe they're going to want more. Maybe they want 60 million at the end. 60 million euros is still 52 million. Is that a bump? Is that enough? Is that what? But yeah, Stiller, that's the situation with Angelo Stiller, man. I ain't seen no other clubs apart from Real Madrid. And then I've seen Real Madrid want Wharton as well. So who would Real Madrid pick? They apparently want Wharton and Stiller. I've heard about Stiller, but nothing too concrete, but just little links there and there. So, boy, we're in for him, man. We're in for him, man. He's a baller. 100% he's a baller. I've watched him a little bit. I can't sit here and go crazy and say, yeah, he's the next best thing since sliced bread. I haven't watched him that deep. I've just watched him a bit where he's comfortable on the ball. He passes forward. And I think when it comes to forward balls, he's got the most in Europe or something for under 24 or something like that. He's different. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, different. Let me show you that right now. Stiller, ARMB. Yeah, he's different. When it comes to passing forward passes, you can compare him with anyone you want. Any player. This is in August 28th. Look at that. Look at his forward passes. Key passes. Forward passes. Progressing passes. Different. For his age, 24 and under, no one can chat to him. Obviously, they're comparing him with Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes is obviously on levels with him. But he's proper, like, just attack-minded, and he plays as a DM. So this is like having Casemiro or Ugarte getting the ball, and then the first thing they want to do is find Ahmad, find Cunha, and it's, you know what I'm trying to say? And he really gets, most of these passes are accurate. As you can see from this, progressive passes, 98.6. Key passes, 89. Forward passes. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's really progressive. So, and he gets compared a lot to Wharton. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Obviously, he'll be the cheaper version because he's not English. He hasn't got the English tax. And he hasn't got the, what's that thing called? And he ain't got the Premier League tax. Do you understand? So he will be a bit cheaper than Wharton. But this is what we're dealing with. Look at them. When you compare both of them, look. Wharton is the one in purple. Stiller is the one in orange. I told you, Stiller, when it comes to passing forward, that's all he knows. He's just, as soon as I get this ball, I know what pass I'm going to make, and it's going to go forward. That's it. That's all he's on. Wharton, with more wins, more possessions, and duels. Obviously, you need to be on that anyway if you're playing in the Prem. We can't have you being weak. You're seeing Zubamendi getting barged off every minute sometimes, and little things like that. But he's more, give me the ball, bam. I'm getting it forward. I'm breaking the lines. And we need a man to do that. Casemiro's not doing that. Bruno does it sometimes, but that's not really his game fully. You know, Bruno's got to be more closer to goal to make the through balls that's going to get us to land in a goal or something. So to have everyone, so imagine every line has got someone that can break a pass. Just for example, we got Lisandro Martinez, bam, to Stiller, bam, to Cunha, like, or to Bruno, and then Bruno plays that magic pass to Ahmad or Sesko. Like, that's what we need to be dealing with. We need to have players and threats all over the gap where they don't even know where to defend. Where do we start? Like, who do we go for? You know, our team for the last couple of years, it's always been basic. It's always been, if we can stop Bruno, we're going to stop Man United. If we can stop Ahmad, we're going to stop Man United. That's what my Arsenal friends always say to me when we play them. They always say, bruv, if it's not Ahmad, I'm not scared of you lot. If it's not Bruno, now we're getting them Mbumo on right 10, Cunha, Sesko, Ahmad. We've got threats all over the gaff. So that we need to have another man like that, man. So big up the boy Stiller. So we'll see what happens with that, man. Like I said, he's there. He's got 50 million euros release. It's 40 million at the moment, but it could turn into 50 million. So we'll see. This is today's news. As you can see, the date here, 1:16 to come out earlier on today. So we'll see. Who knows what's going to happen? But big up the boy Stiller. He's cold. And I hope we don't go to no one else in the Premier. If he does leave, just go to Real Madrid, brother. Please. I don't want you coming to the Prem with missed out on you and then you're out here, you're this next best thing. Did you hear it? Massive news. There were those hit United for indicator sources. You hate indicator, innit? No, I didn't even see all of that. I'm not sure about Romano is doing anymore. He's trolling. He has dropped from tier 1 to tier 5. We saying he's not getting into the proper news. Maguire new contract. United want to give him 85k. He wants 125k. Where is that, Charlie? Let me know where that is so we can check it out. Let me know where that is, that one there. Mets, make a show on the 30 Premier League left, win, draw, loss, and where you think we will finish. Every other YouTube channel will copy you, but you'll be the first, and 100% it'll be a good show. Make a show on 30 Premier League. I'm guessing that's league. Win, draw, and loss. Oh, we saying predict all the next games. I can't do that. Bro, I thought we was going to smash City. I thought we was going to move to Brentford. Crazy. The only one that I got right was Liverpool. I said we'll beat Liverpool, and I got that right. Phones were ringing and that. Yeah. But that good idea though. Not bad though. Not good idea. Yes, Metch. Big up yourself, Hamza, man. I hope you're good. Big up, Metch. Big up yourself, Mike. Is the injury for Brighton true? I'm going to show you that in a minute, bro. Come on, you know me. I don't do no clickbait. If you're new here, there's no clickbait whatsoever. It's always there's an article or something that's there that will show you what I'm talking about. I will never just put something on a thing for you lot to come here. I don't do all of that. No need. My chat is that we don't need mobile midfielder because Stiller isn't a runner. That's what I was thinking. Stiller's not really a runner, but you got to remember, we're playing with Casemiro at the moment, and it's kind of working. So, do you get what I'm trying to say? It's a bit weird, isn't it? Remember, if you get Casemiro, if you get Stiller, and then you get like a believer or someone else that is a runner, it could still kind of work. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I don't think Stiller's going to be our main DM where it's just, yeah, that's the slow guy. Nah, bro. You can see that we're going for believer. We need speed. We need pace in that midfield. Now, Madrid, yeah, that's what Indy Kayla's saying, but I don't know what Indy Kayla's really on. He says a lot of things. Sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong. So I don't know what he's saying. But this is what he said yesterday about McAllister. Where's this Lewandowski stuff? Did he even say that? This guy's a madman. Yeah, look, he's been talking about Liverpool all week. Look, Liverpool. Yeah, look. So this is what came out about Semenyo as well. Remember, Semenyo, we've been linked with Semenyo heavy. And this is what came out about Semenyo. Bournemouth willing to sell Anton. You can't even spell properly this geezer. Look at this geezer. Willing with an M. Journalists don't really, the one thing they can do is spell. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he says Bournemouth willing to sell Semenyo in January if their valuation of 100 million is met. Arsenal have been informed. We understand Liverpool also contacted. And he's basically saying, look, I said this on the 6th of October. Yeah, that's when he said this on the 6th of October. That Liverpool have been contacted, who has a deep connection. And then bam, now MSI, who is reliable kind of, he came out yesterday and said this. Liverpool consider January move for Anton Semenyo as pressure grows on out of form Mo Salah. That could be an easy story to marinate, to be honest. So he's basically saying, look, I told you something was brewing with Liverpool. So I don't know. And then look, from then he's just been talking about Liverpool every day. Look, Liverpool, Gravenberch, blah, 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 breaking story. There's a press conference. Liverpool's press conference being cancelled. Bare Liverpool talk. Remember, subscription, look, Soboslav, we had a meeting. Look, he said there's a meeting, look, emergency team meeting called for tomorrow. This is what he said, at October the 20th for 5:51. And then look, today, is it today? 17 hours ago, we had a meeting, we spoke with each other. So he's basically trying to say, look, I said emergency meeting was going to happen, and then it came out and happened. So he's trying to show that he's trying to prove himself too much. I don't really get that one there still, but it is what it is anyway. So we'll see, man. But Stiller is our guy. I'll get into the rest of the news in a sec. Yeah, so Semenyo looks like a myth right now. And I can't see where he plays anyway. There's people saying, yo, let's go and get Semenyo and play him wing back. You think we're going to spend 70 million on a wing back? 70 million? Or we're going to have Mbumo, Semenyo, Ahmad, and Cunha as 10s, and Melt. Come on, man. That's crazy. Zirkzee, all of these guys, we've got so much options. I just can't see us going there and paying 70 million on Semenyo to pay him as wing back anyway. It wouldn't make no sense. He would be a good wing back, probably would, but 70 million is crazy. I said, get Wharton. Wharton is way better. You reckon, yeah. Wharton's more proven, isn't it? And he's doing it in the Prem, so I understand that. And Wharton might be like the guy. You see, like Rice. Remember Declan Rice was proper linked with Declan Rice. We was linked with him. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, all of that. Even like Jack Grealish days. Oh, we're gonna get him. We never got Rice, whatever. We didn't have the money or whatnot. And then he's turned out to be the guy that we thought he was anyway. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So we might just miss out. So if we don't go for Wharton and then he goes somewhere else, we might miss out. I've heard little rumours that he don't like Man United. His family's all Chelsea fans or something like that. I don't know how true that is, but We'll see. Can he cope with pace? I don't know if we're trying to play him in that position where he needs to cope with pace. That's the difference. I don't know if we're trying to play him in that. I think Wharton might be the guy where he's with Mainu. Maybe they try and do it together. Or that left is Wharton and Mainu's, and then the right is Belieber and Ugate's. Something like that. That's what I reckon will happen. Is he defensively solid, though? I don't mind him going forward, but can he defend as well and cover space? I don't know about Stiller defensively. I've watched him, like I said, all I see from him is his forward passes. I've not seen anything else. But Wharton, I can see Wharton winning duels. He's proper, he's on it. He's 6'4", he's active. So, yeah, man, it's a different story for a few of them, man. It's different. So, cool. Let me get into the rest of the news, and I'll get back into these comments. Keep these comments coming. You don't know it's the Metric community. We always get into everything. Every comment gets read. Don't watch nothing. So this is Lisandro Martinez. He took part in a sizable amount of the first teams on the grass training on Monday. The session consisted of squad members who did not feature heavily against Liverpool and a few academy players. So probably like the Zirkzees, the main news players that didn't really get a lot of time on the pitch, etc., and who didn't play. So Martinez is close to coming back, but I can't see us playing him until the next international break, man. We're going to take it easy. You know, Ruben takes it easy anyway. The man takes it easy when he doesn't even need to. Like, we had Mbumo, he missed the first 2 games. We had Cunha, he missed the game. Lamons missed the first 2 games. You get it? So he takes it easy with these players. He beds them in. Sesko, he only started 2 games. Like, he's on a different thing. So Martinez will come. We're kind of covered in that bit anyway. We could play Euro, we could play Maguire, we could play Aiden Heaven. There's different players. Do you know what I'm saying? So it don't really matter. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens with that. But Martinez is nearly back. I don't know. What do you actually think about Martinez, man? I reckon we can go. I like Martinez, but I reckon if we get the chance to cash in on him, I would cash in. Because he gets injured so much now. He got injured at Sevilla and he was out for ages. Then I was at the game when he got injured at Crystal Palace and he's been out for what? How long has that been? Do you know what I'm saying? So I think he's going to be a bit injury prone. He's not going to be able to run this he's not going to want to be in that position where he's running back to his goal as much. It's long. So I will just cash in. I'll be real with you. And go. And I love the way we recruit now. I trust Ineos with our recruiting. So mad right now. The way they got Vivell and all these guys and the way they're recruiting, I trust them. That if we was to get rid of Martinez on that left centre back, we would go and get the next best thing. I believe in that. If he's Prem proven or not, he will be the next best thing because that's what they've been showing us. Out of all of our transfers, bro, people say there's like two arguably. Ugarte, and sometimes some people say Zirkzee. That's it. But everyone else is more or less hits. So they know what they're doing, man. What's that there? 7.7 rating on Stiller. He wins 50% of duels, not good in the air, wins 58% on the ground duels. 5. Yeah, that's good, man. That's very good. That's like Wharton, and he's passed a lot forward. That's good. I'll take him next to Belieber. That's the case. 10, bring him now. Stiller is a baller still, but him or Belieber. I don't think it's out of them or 2. I think we're going for 2 midfielders, bro. Big up yourself, trends, man. I think we're going for 2 midfielders. Casemiro leaves for free at the end of the season. Remember that, guys. Casemiro leaves for free. So that's 350k off the books. He leaves for free. See you later. We've already got the money there for a midfielder. Remember that. And then we've sold all these Garnachos and all of that. We've still got all of that money as well. So I think we get 2 midfielders. We actually revamp that. That's what I reckon happens. Does top 5 get you Champions League? Probably will. And if you look at the Champions League, because it's down to what's that thing called? Coefficient, innit? Who's winning the most? Every English team won yesterday. City, Newcastle, and Arsenal. They all won yesterday. So if it carries on being like that, maybe Chelsea win today or Liverpool, and then Europa League, who's in there? Forest, they might not get nothing, but you know what I'm trying to say? They keep winning. We will be top of that to go and get. Basically, the further they go, the better for top 5 to be in England. That's how it works. So we'll see. But everyone won yesterday, so it should be all right. Wharton's cold, man. I'm telling you. I'm with the Wharton hype. Wharton will be linked with him heavy, but Real Madrid's linked with him as well. I'd love to see Kobe and Kane. I've gone mad. Kobe and Kone in the middle. Surely that'll be okay. See this Kone guy, we're kind of linked with him as well, you know. I'm going to show you in a second. There was a little link about him a couple of days ago. But I don't really know too much about him. Do you understand? I've been hearing good things about him for ages. Yo, what's his name again? Oh, you're talking about Sekou Kone. You're talking about Sekou Kone. I thought you were talking about Manu Kone because we've just got a link about him. Literally. we've literally got a link about Manu Kone to Man United. So I thought that's what you was talking about. Let me show you, lot. But you're talking about Sekou Kone, the young boy. Look, this is the Manu Kone stuff. Look, 23 hours ago, Manu Kone has emerged as a candidate to strengthen Man United's midfield. I don't know how true this is, so I'll show you that anyway. But this is who I thought you was talking about, bro. But you're probably talking about Sekou Kone, the young boy that we got in our under 18s, and he's injured at the moment, etc. But look, Manu Kone is meant to be a baller. I've not really watched him though. He's meant to be a baller, and to be honest with you, I just feel like it's a guess game for a lot of these guys. And until you hear it from the proper journalists where you know my man solidified, he solidified, it's a guess game, bro. A lot of them are just guessing because it's so easy. Man United sells papers everywhere. Just talk about Man United and what does Man United need at the moment? They need a midfielder. Everyone knows that. We've made it clear. We tried to get Conor Gallagher in the last week of the transfer window. The whole world knows we need a midfielder. And if Lamens wasn't here, we would be getting linked to every goalkeeper as well on the planet. That's what would have happened. But we got Lamens. They've shut the goalkeeper thing down. If we get a midfielder, everything else gets shut down. You wouldn't know what we want now. They'll probably be talking about wing backs. Oh, they need a wing back. Diego Dallo's not playing well, so they're in for this guy and that. Dumfries will be getting linked with all of these guys. That's what happened. So I don't know. I don't know how true this is. I've never seen us linked with him by anyone solidified, Manu Kone. But that's there. Graham Bailey's come out and said it. Graham Bailey did say something that came out to be true once. Because I didn't used to rate him. I used to think this guy's a fraud. But he came out and said, Onana and West Ham. West Ham wanted Onana. He broke it first. And I was like, yeah, whatever, man. He's just talking rubbish. And then Fabrizio came out and said it. Onana, West Ham did want Onana, etc., but they couldn't pay his wage or something like that. And then Onana ended up getting the Trabzonspor who tripled his wage or doubled it, whatever. So, yeah, it's crazy. So we'll see. But that's the Kone I thought you was talking about, Kwaku, anyway. So we'll see. But, boy, he's emerged as a candidate. I don't think Stiller and Bruno would work, in my opinion, unless he acts more like a deep line and plays deep. Yeah, I think he does play deep. I think he is a deep line and playmaker. Liverpool does want Semenyo, 100 million Semenyo. Yeah, that's crazy. The 100 million is mad. And this is what you got to remember as well, yeah? If we paid 100 million for Belieber, and then Belieber was doing what he's doing this season, you know what everyone would have said? Look, Man United have done it again. They just ruined players. They've ruined another one. He's gone out there. He's moved wassy this one. He's moved rubbish this whole season. Last game, though, he's done good against Newcastle. And even NUFC, he's always in this chat, big up yourself if you're in here. He came out and he said, yo, I can't lie, Belieber played well against us. Remember, Brighton played Newcastle and he won last game. So, Belieber's got something to prove. He might come to Old Trafford and move mad. But I don't know, man. But we could have paid 100 million for him and then he just went left. Now it's like, bro, we can drop that a bit down. I don't think we're going and paying 100 million for Belieber again. 100 million, yeah, that's crazy. I don't think Liverpool would even go for him. I don't think Liverpool go for him, for Semenyo, for Salah, to put that pressure on him. But then again, Salah's going AFCON, bro. Salah's going AFCON anyway. So they need a right winger anyway. Chiesa, I don't think he's going to be that guy. Frimpong, come on, bro. What are we doing here? Chiesa and Frimpong to take over Salah. Salah is still a baller. But no one knows what's going on with him, bro. No one knows what's going through his mind. But he is a baller. Let's be real. So we'll see. We'll not spend now. 100%. Anderson got a price of 75 million. 75 million. This is what I was telling you, though. This is what I told you about this Forest owner. He's so dodgy. He's going to try and bump us. Especially when we come through the door. Man United's here. Man start rubbing their hands. What? Man United's here, yeah? Paid him. Come on, bro. 75 million for Anderson is a bump. You're going mad. I wouldn't pay that. 75 is crazy. He ain't proved himself that much. Remember, he's only had 8 games. Are we forgetting? Like, he's only played good for 8 games. He's the flavour of the, I wouldn't even say month. It's longer than a month now. The flavour of the season so far. But before he moved to Forest and he had this 8-game spell, last season no one was talking about him like that. When he played for Newcastle, everyone said Newcastle's got the best midfield, Tonali, Jimenez, and Joe Linton. You never spoke about Anderson. Man was more thinking about Willock coming off the bench. I never sat there and thought, oh my God, they can bring on Anderson. Who said that? Nobody ever said that. You didn't care about him. He's come to Forest. He's done okay over there, but they went with all that, and then boom, this season he's just turned up. Now you're watching him, you're paying attention. Like, he's actually good, but 75 million is mental Fofana, Dumfries, wing back. Yeah, 100 million is crazy. 100%. Let me get into the rest of the news, people. Let me show you what's going on before people think I'm clickbaiting up the place and you get me. But that's Manu Kone. I'm going to take this off. Graham Bailey said that, yes, 23 hours ago. So we'll see. But yeah, Martinez is nearly back. So we'll see. Had a little training session with the team yesterday, but I'm sure we will take our time and we're not going to bring him in straight away. Joshua Zirkzee, look at this now. This is from Pete Hall and the iPaper Sport. Pete Hall, he's okay. And he says, West Ham are preparing a January loan move for Joshua Zirkzee. Despite United being reluctant to let him leave, Zirkzee is unhappy about his lack of game time. Zirkzee is not agitating for a move per se, but is understood to be open to exploring these options come January. Let me tell you the situation with Zirkzee, why this could be true. Zirkzee, you can see he's happy. If you watch he's happy with the squad, and that's what Amrin is doing. He's got them all, even though they're not playing, they're still happy, but they want to play still. So none of them are doing what we used to do before. You see, like before, with Garnacho and all that. When man are not happy, you're seeing they're not happy, they're doing madnesses. They're going on they're going online, they're liking tweets, they're retweeting stuff, they're sitting on the bench, upset, angry, doing weird stuff. We won at Anfield, Zirkzee celebrating at the end, he's hugging Lemons, he's in good spirit. Everyone, Kobe Mainoo's getting lifted up, it's all good. But Kobe Mainoo and Joshua Zirkzee want to play games to have a chance to make the World Cup, which is totally makes sense. And this is where it's killing us. So it's good for us for depth. If we was in Carabao Cup, which is going to be next week, by the way, we're going to have to watch it. Just same way we're sitting and watching Champions League. Carabao Cup is next week. If Carabao Cup was still on, Zirkzee plays, Mainoo plays, maybe they get a few more games, etc. But there's no Carabao Cup, so we got no game. We got one game a week till January, which is crazy. One game till January. That's when FA Cup starts, about January-ish. So we got one game a week. So he knows, bruv, I'm not playing. And even when you lot sit there and say, who do you want to start? I'm seeing lineups today. People are saying Cunha and Mount. One of them has to start. No one's talking about Mbumo. We know Mbumo starts against Brighton. He's first name on the team sheet after Lamins, of course. But when it comes to the 10s, you're not even thinking about Zirkzee, bro. When it comes to strikers, you're not even thinking about Zirkzee. You're saying Sesko or maybe Cunha, false nine, etc. That's the sad thing about it. So we've got good depth that we're not even thinking about someone. But, brother, it's bad as well for him because he wants to make the World Cup. It's the World Cup year. I kept telling you, look, the World Cup year went good for us and bad for us. It went good for us because the whole bomb squad went. All of them left because they said, I have to go get my move. Anthony, Garnacho, I have to go and get this move. Sancho's not even playing. The man's sitting on the bench, but he had to go. This is what I'm saying. And it's good for, and it's not good for us because the players that we've actually got that are good depth on a normal season, we probably wouldn't be saying anything because it's the World Cup year. They have to play. Mainoo got to the Euros final. He played in the Euros final. So he's sitting there saying, bruv, I'm good enough to play for this England team where I made it to the Euros final. I was side to side with Declan Rice in that final. Why can I not make the World Cup? Of course I can. I love Man United. I don't want to leave Man United. But, come on, man. Give me a loan or something, brother. I understand, like, you can't fit me in the system right now. You're fighting for your life, Ruben. Survival mode. You got Casemiro. I get it. But, come on. Let me get a loan, etc. But then you got to remember this as well, guys. AFCON is in December. Mbumo goes, Ahmad goes, Mazraoui goes. Remember that. So when Mbumo and Ahmad go in, right wing back situation is going to be okay because we've got Dorg who can play on the right, Dalot. We might go and buy a wing back anyway. Diego Leon can go on the left, etc. Mazraoui's going as well. Shit. But this is what I'm saying. We might have to go and buy a wing back. But what I'm trying to say is Ahmad and Mbumo, that's two guys that can play in the 10 position that are gone. So automatically, it's Cunha and Mount at our starting 10s. Cunha and Mount, unless he wants to push Bruno up and put Mainoo down. So either way, and the subs are going to be swap for swap. So it's crazy anyway. They're gonna get football. They're gonna get some game time. That's why I think they don't go nowhere. But boy, the West Ham thing is brewing. This is not the first time we've heard about this. Something about West Ham and Zirkzee came out yesterday. So this is from Pete Hall. Where's the Zirkzee? Look at this. This is from Alex Crook yesterday, 22 hours ago. Yeah, Alex Crook rose with Ben Jacobs. So the West Ham thing ain't in my thumbnail for no reason. It's actually coming out from a few journalists that are kind of reliable. So this ain't just one journalist, Pete Hall. This is Alex Crook as well. Nuno Espirito Santo has made it clear to West Ham hierarchy that he needs at least 3 new signings in January, including a striker. One potential option is Joshua Zirkzee, who is desperate to leave Old Trafford. I don't think he's desperate to leave. I just think he wants more opportunity. And all Amrin will say to them is, you need to work hard, work for your position. But I think the thing with Mainu and Zirkzee is, no matter how hard they work, they still won't get a look in. And Zirkzee's only had 80 minutes in like 10 games. So 9 games or something like that. So it's crazy, man. So that's the situation with Zirkzee. He's looking like he could go on a little loan to West Ham just to be able to do something to get into that Dutch team. Because, bro, he's sitting there saying, bro, I've been in the Dutch team. He's been in the Dutch team. He came to us as a Dutch international. And then now the man's sitting out and he can't even get a game. You understand? He's played 80 minutes the whole season. So it's crazy, man. So I get what they're saying. I get that. I understand it. But it could happen. It could happen, but then again, because of AFCON, that's the only reason why I think, it's kind of peak. I don't think they will think. It's good defensively. I would wonder if United actually bought players were linked with once, like Kane, Caicedo. Where would we be right now? Exactly, it's true. Could only see us signing like, yeah. I think it's going to be hard to sign someone in the thing. 100%. It's going to be hard still. I wonder, it's going to be hard to sign a proper midfielder in January. But we'll see. Anderson, Belieber, still in the sun will be ideal. I think Leacher has a slim chance of maybe bench against Spurs. We can't rush. We're not going to rush him. I don't think we will. Miami don't rush no one who we don't play. Yeah, mate. Heavens is there as well. Still is a DM who's a playmaker. He's really good at grand rules. If we sell Martinez, get Guy. I think Guy goes Real Madrid, man. Real Madrid want Guy, bro. When you got teams like Real Madrid in that, unless we get Champions League, we got no chance. Man's going to sign as a free agent. So he's going to get the bag when he signs. He gets all the money himself. And then he gets to pick. And remember, Real Madrid, a lot of teams don't turn them down, bro. Keep up the good work. Love for that PSG, man. Appreciate it, bro. 100%. That would be a good show. 30 Premier League left. Games left. Oh, games left. Win, draw, lose. Where Man United will finish. Every other YouTube will try and copy you. No, I hear you still. I'm not the best at guessing, bro. I'm not a good betting man. Every time I bet, I lose, bro. We should look at Wharton Stiller or Anderson Belieber as our midfield targets. Well, ain't no one rating Mainu. You're not rating Mainu, Mike, no? You think Mainu's a myth. But I get what you're saying, innit? We're looking at 2 midfielders. So that's the 2 midfielders you're thinking for the English team to get that. That's what I'm saying. I don't ever like when they win. I hate them winning. I'm watching them yesterday, Newcastle scoring goals. Arsenal went mad for 12 minutes. Until that 12 minutes, they weren't really on that. I don't want them to win, but it's like, bro, you need to go as far as possible and then lose. Do you know what I'm saying? I think they might get... nah, I don't think they will. I don't think they will, Trends. If they would have spoke about it already. There's been nothing to say. Remember, when you're in your last little 18 months, they're on to you for a new contract. From the time they get into the last year, they're kind of like thinking, I think they give Maguire an extension for a year or 2, but Casemiro goes. I think he goes. I think it's like, bro, we're going to go get a proper midfielder now. My man leaves. Remember, Sir Jim ain't paying no one 350k, bro. 300k. We don't do them signings no more. Do you know what I'm saying? So what's he going to do? Even if he gives him an extension, we're paying him still 300k or something. We don't do that no more. Every player is under 200k. Every player. Under it. So I can't see us going out there and saying, you know what, Casemiro, we'll keep you for another year, bro. And we'll pay you 300k. Nah, bro. Them men are penny pinching. Yeah. I gathered that, Quaku. No problem. Manu Kone. That's what I've heard as well. I've heard the same thing. I've heard that Manu Kone is having 2 Kones to be dramatic. That Manu Kone is meant to be good, but I don't know how good he is. Let Cass go. Cass goes, man. I feel like the Stiller thing might be true because we were linked with him during the summer. Yeah, but you know, Stiller's linked with Madrid as well. That's the only thing. Semenyo would be a good wing back, but 100 million. That's what I said. Semenyo is not going to be. There's no way you sign Semenyo for 100 million. Not even 100 million. Even if you sign him for 70 million, let's just say it's 70. 70 million would not make no sense. Look at this. Let me show you something about. Where's the thing? What came out about Stiller? This was ages ago that there was some talks about Stiller going to Madrid, but he's ruled out. That's the last thing that came out. And he's reliable for Real Madrid news. Roger. Maybe that was that season. Maybe still is not going there then. Yeah, because everything that I'm seeing, yeah, that's not a good source. Boy, maybe we got a chance on Stiller, boy. Who knows? Who knows, man? Maybe we got a chance on Stiller then. Because everything I've seen from him before, I thought it was bomb. So look at this now. Let me show you some stats now. Let me show you some stats of what's really going on. Because everyone over-exaggerates. When we lose a game, it's over-exaggeration FC. That's what we turn into. Especially certain other content creators, bro. It's always the end of the world. Everyone out, Amrin out, this guy. So look at this now. United on 13 points after 8 matches. Yeah? 13 points after 8 matches. They have played all 4 of last year's top 4 already. We've already played all 4 of them. 2 of those matches have been away fixtures. They are 2 points off 4th place with hugely improved underlying numbers across the board. Between October the 25th and January the 17th, they played 13 league matches. None of them are against Liverpool, Arsenal, City or Chelsea. 6 of these 13 matches are against Wolves, Leeds, Burnley, Forest and West Ham. I have not seen a major media outlet or content creator discuss any of this in good faith. There is a ton to be optimistic about here. If you watch the football, it is visibly improved. Yet, all I've seen in 3 months is loads upon loads of confirmation, bias-driven, scientific analysis of tactical problems that often aren't even the root of the issues United have been experiencing. United clearly aren't perfect. In fact, there remain major flaws, but they aren't the ones who, undated with analysis of, I hope the next few months, the conversation could be in all contexts, basically. Yeah, man, that's true. When you actually look at it, it's actually true, bro. Like, when you actually look at everything in hindsight, bro, it isn't been that bad. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, the way everyone was moving and the way you would have thought, I can't, like, even after the Brentford game, I thought maybe it is that bad. It even caught on to me. Even I got caught into it. Like, you know what? Maybe we are terrible. Maybe we are that bad. It is that. Bro, it wasn't that bad. I think the Grimsby team just killed us differently. But even when you look at the table, let me take my screen out a little bit so you can see properly. When you look at the table, bro, brother, we are 3 points off second. What are we doing? We are 3 points off second, bro. Literally. Like, if you turn it, like, let's just say, all right, cool. Obviously, you can do ifs and maybes with everyone, innit? So, ifs and maybes don't really mean nothing too much, but let's just say we beat Fulham. Bruno scores that penalty. Bro, we're on 35. Well, what's 35? We're on 14 points. We're on 14 points right now. Let's just say, it's just, you could do this with a lot of things, innit? We could have beat Arsenal. We could have beat this. So there's no point getting into it, but one little thing could have just changed this whole thing and we're in the top 4 now. But look at this. We're 3 points off Man City, which is the top 4, which is the goal. The goal is meant to be Europe. Some sort of Europe. If it's Europa, if it's Champions League, etc. We're 3 points away. But if we lose one game, get the manager out. He's a fraud. That is crazy, bro. That's crazy. And I can't see no one else in this proximity that is going to do that. No other fan base that's going to do that. Aston Villa lost about 4 or 5 games on the trot, and there wasn't saying, like, I didn't really see a loads of outrage. Get Emery out or nothing like that. I didn't really see all of that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, Crystal Palace, they lose a game, is man going to be saying Glasner out? No. Tottenham, no. Chelsea, no. You know what I'm trying to say? Arnie Slot, of course, he's one's a bit weird. Like, he's one's a bit 4 on the trot, etc. But even they're not really going mad. There's not even a mad media outrage. You know, Liverpool are the media's darlings already. Anything they do is calm. They're the media darlings. They're not an outrage. I'm not seeing anything. Athletic has switched. Athletic used to be cool. They used to be so unbiased. Everyone loved the Athletic. They've turned it on its head now. And now they're on to us. They're not even on to Liverpool. So it's crazy. Arsenal, Man City. No one ain't going to say nothing. Bournemouth. But only us in this whole proximity. Even Brighton. Teams that are under us. So when you actually look at it, it doesn't even make no sense. Teams that are under us can go out there and lose a game. I understand with Man United. But I'm talking about the media, how mad it's going to go, and how some people take it, some content creators, they'll go crazy. Get this guy out, he's a fraud, etc. We've won 2 in a row. Let's just build on it now. We've got Brighton next. So let me show you some of the Brighton injuries now. because obviously they're dealing with a lot of stuff over there. But this is their last game. Let's go to their last game against Newcastle. As you can see, go on. This is their last game. Gomez, who is meant to be, he's meant to be Dilly the skeezer. When every time I've watched him, I never thought he was that good. Like, I never thought he was all that. But I know he scored about 4 goals against, who did they play that he scored 4 goals? There it is, Barnsley. He played Barnsley, which is obviously Barnsley, and he scored 4 goals against them. So he's okay over there. But yeah, so he's injured. He's injured. He played against Newcastle, got injured in the 33rd minute. And he's the replacement for MITOMA, who also is injured. You see what I'm going to say to you? I didn't even know MITOMA was injured, bro. But MITOMA was injured in this game. As you can see here, look, this is their injuries. They've got Joel Veltman, MITOMA, Webster, Hinshelwood, Gruder, and Solly March. So that is 6 injuries. And then if you include Gomez, that's 7. As you can see in my title, it says MITOMA plus 6 players. So that's MITOMA and 6 players, bro. You understand? And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, obviously, Minte is their main guy when you look at and say that's their main threat. But who else is there can they play on the wing? If Gomez is injured on the left wing and MITOMA is injured, boy, I can't see who they play. That's a big threat on the left wing. But remember, Welbeck's in a good place right now. I'll be real. He's banging goals left, right, and centre. He scored against Newcastle. He scored against Chelsea. He's a big game player. He scored against us last time they came Old Trafford. Two goals as well. Ruter, he's been doing his thing. I think he got 2 assists. Do you know what I'm saying? So they've still got players and they've got Minte. So all this is their main threat here. And Belieber's back on it as well. So this little 4 here, Ayari's meant to be okay as well. But these little 4 is a problem. So we've got to watch out for, especially Minte. This guy needs speed. Bro, please, Amrin, play Euro, bro. I know we've done what we've done against, what they called, Liverpool. We played Maguire, Delay, etc. We had a bit of height. Broski. We've got Minte. This guy's the fastest guy. One of the fastest guys in the Prem. I think it's Anthony Elanga, then it's probably him. Yeah? Let's not take no risks, please. Smash the likes, my peoples, man. Let's get these likes up as well, man. Subscribe if you're new. You know we're here every day. Come on, man. Let's get these likes going. Likes are not making no sense. So, yeah, we've got Minte. He's fit. Welbeck's fit. Root is fit. But when you look at their left side, Gomez. Who did Gomez get taken off for? He got taken off for Milner. So if they're going to play James Milner, come on, bro. We'll have a field day with him. That's not really a risk. It's just we're going to have to lock up this left side that we've got and, yeah, and be on it, basically, and pray. Because Minte's on it. But look at their team, bro. Even if you look at their bench, bro, they don't look that good, bro. I don't really know this midfielder here, if he's all that or nothing. Costulus, I don't know him like that. But he came on the 90th minute. Yeah, so... Oh, they didn't even bring on thing for Gomez. They brought on the copier. They brought on a defender on the 36th minute. And that's when Gomez came off, the 36th minute. So they brought on a defender and probably put 30 up, more up. 30, he's got a bit of speed on him. But yeah, man, so that's who we got to work out for, man. That's their 6 injuries. MITOMA is injured. Who knows? He's going to be back? It's doubtful. They don't have a date on it. So he could be back, but from what I've seen and everything I've seen online, it's just saying MITOMA is not back. I haven't seen obviously it's too early for a press conference, etc. But everything I've seen is saying, yeah, it's a myth. And obviously they still won. So when you look at it, they've still got a good enough team to win games anyway. So I'm not sitting there and saying it's going to be easier because it's obviously them having injuries and not playing their best squad. It helps us to an extent. But that's not saying that they still might not win. They still beat Newcastle. Newcastle never had a red card or nothing like that. And they had Gomez missing, they had MITOMA missing, and they still done what they needed to do. Their whole team is green. Look at that. The only player that's not green is him, and because he got subbed off at 36 minutes. So every single player that's on there played good. So man's not sitting there and shitting on Brighton. And remember, Brighton have got our number. If there's one team that's got our number, it's Brighton. Literally. They've beat us about... How much time they beat us? They beat us about 5 times out of the last 6 times. I remember we beat them. The last time we beat them was the 2-0. Last game of the season, we beat them 2-0. They still had the Zirkzee. Look at this. This is the last time we played. This is when we played Brighton. Look, January the 19th. Is this the last time? Sunday, January the 19th. So where's the other one then? Where's the other one? But yeah, man, they always beat us anyway. They beat us a lot, man. They're literally our bogey team. Literally. If we've got a bogey team, it's definitely Brighton. Because they beat us all the time, bro. I remember we've just beat them once. But yeah, man. So we'll see. And Brighton, look, they've been on it this season. When you look at them, look at this. This is them this season. So it's not even just us. It's not even like they've been on it with everyone. They beat Newcastle 2-1. They beat Man City 2-1. They were 2-0 up on Tottenham, and then Tottenham brought it back and drew 2-2. And then they beat Chelsea 3-1. They did lose to Bournemouth, but they're 5 games unbeaten because they beat some next team in between it. I think it's for the Carabao Cup. So they're on it, man. They're always on it anyway, but they're on it, man. So we'll see, man. But Belieber did play well last game. So, boy, it's crazy. Belieber plays good. We'll get him. For the love of God, sell Dallo. Dallo was trash. Suffering from a new injury. That's why he was stinking up the place. Oh, yeah. Semenyo was going AFCON. I forgot about that. Semenyo was going to AFCON as well. Mad. I forgot about that, guys. Madness. So they can't even buy Semenyo for Salah. Because that would be Salah and Semenyo gone. To win next game on Saturday. Belieber coming to United, can see him change his form. I like to believe that Amrin must have had talks with the players who will be on the bench because he knows this for a while. I don't see them leaving. And Amrin said, no, if you think about it, Jan, we have FA Cup and AFCON. Exactly. That's what I said. It's not going to make no sense. That's why I think they don't go. I think none of them go because of AFCON. So yeah, that's the situation with Brighton, man. They got 6 injuries, bro. So, but they're still winning games. And they beat Newcastle. They're a good team. Newcastle is a good team. And even when you look at look at this. They're buzzing. Look. When you look at the predicted lineup, this is how they've got it on the foot mob. This is the predicted lineup. But I thought Gomez is injured. This is what I'm saying. I don't know if they understand what's going on yet. But yeah, this is how they've got it anyway, as a predicted lineup. But I think they're just going off what we played last time. Because look at our team, is the exact same team we played. And I think that's the exact same team they played. So it's just saying predicted, because that's the exact same teams. But I don't think that's going to be the actual lineups. Sell Mount, keep Zirkzee. I think Zirkzee goes, you know. I think Zirkzee's going to go in the summer. I think we go and get a proper number 9 that suits the number 9 like Sesko. That's what I think we do. For some reason, I think Zirkzee goes. I don't think they think he suits. Do you know what I'm saying? And we've got a lot of number 10s already. So I don't think we will get him. We will lose Ahmad and Boomo. Yeah, exactly. And we got a lot of games in that time as well. I'll show you the games that we got in that time there where we got AFCON. We got a lot of games, mate. And bro, to not have Mbeumo and the way he's moving at the moment is going to be mad. So AFCON starts on the 20th of December and it ends on the 20th of January. And that's if you go to the final. This is all the games that we've got basically. Look at that. If you go to the if you get to the final, then this is going to be basically you're gonna miss all of these games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's if you make the final. If you don't make the final, you might come back before Manchester City. Do you know what I'm saying? So it starts on the 20th of December and it ends on the 20th of January, I think it is. So, yeah. So Aston Villa, away at Villa Park. Ahmad, Mazraoui, and Mbeumo will not be there. Newcastle at home. Wolves at home. Leeds, Burnley. So to have these 3 games then is kind of good, to be honest. Because within these 3 games, that's when... Remember... Ahmad plays for Ivory Coast, is it? Yeah, Ivory Coast. And Mbeumo plays for Cameroon. Mazraoui plays for Morocco. So they can't all 3 make the final anyway. So, do you know what I'm trying to say? So by the time it gets to like Burnley, we've got a little look. It's like a 2-week break. Because I think it's going to be Carabao Cup and all of that going on. So with that little break there, 1 or 2 of them might come back. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And then they're ready for Man City. At home. We need to get our revenge on them. So, yeah, that's the situation for AFCON. That's the games that they will miss. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, we'll see, man. We'll see. Remember, Belieber is going to be gone. Semenyo, Salah. There's a lot of players, a lot of African players in the league that are not going to be. So, Zirkzee's going to get his time. Mainu, they're going to get games. Aston Villa, Newcastle, Wolves, Leeds, Burnley. They're going to get games, bro. You know what I'm trying to say to you lot? So I reckon they don't go nowhere because of that. We need Manu and Zirkzee to play next game on Saturday. I don't know, man. I don't know if he'll play them, man. I don't know if he plays them. Remember, Amrin's trying to build momentum now. The last thing you want to do is switch up the squad madly. I don't think he will do that. He's trying to build momentum. I do not think we get Joe. We got better academy. If you cannot make it at Germany, bro, him running off was a bit mad. You're in the Prem with Sunderland, and then you ran off and gone Dortmund because you're trying to be your brother so hard. That's like, you know what? Let me do what my brother done because he's telling me that they do good stuff. And yeah, they have got good potential, and they always bring up good players, and the potential over there is mad. But bro, we're not gonna go for him. I doubt we go there and get him. Maguire will stick around for a while. In your salary cap is 200k. Cass leaves. Yeah, bro. And they even offered no one 200k. The most they've gave him, man, is the lit. And I think he's on like 170 or something. 190. The lit is the most that Ineos has gave. No one else you're signed is even close to 190. And Bumo Cunha on 150. You know what I'm trying to say? Work your way up. And that's what Liverpool do. Liverpool done that. They gave everyone slow ones and then you work your way up. You win us the Prem, it goes up to 220. You win another Prem, or you're performing, it goes up to 300. They got Van Dijk and Salah on 400 each, but they've worked their way up. They deserve it. They've won the Prems. You get it, they've changed the team. So it's like, all right, cool, it makes sense. That's how it's meant to be. Man just got Casemiro from Real Madrid. You're 30 years old, come. We'll put you on 300k. Sancho, 300k. What's the man done in his career, bro? Come on, bro. We went mad. Our old regime was crazy. Now we've switched it up. I trust him when it comes to transfers. Casemiro will take a wage cut at Maguire if he stays put. Yeah, nah, it wouldn't make sense for him, man. Why would he take a wage cut and stay playing this football that is going crazy, that's demanding? We could go to Saudi, link Ronaldo, get 500k. You're on 350 now. Get 500, chill with your family. The football's slower. It's more easy pace. You go home calm, less cramp, everything. I think Casemiro just bounces, bro. I can't see him staying. We're not going to offer him that money. It's not going to make any sense. It's not going to make no sense. So yeah, what's that there? Oh, it's just the lit. Talking about the pace. Yeah. I can't see us offering him any money. I'll be real. Real Madrid is in trouble, so they're not really in for anyone. Yeah, we hear that all the time, man. We always hear that. Real Madrid and Barcelona are always in trouble, and then they still end up just buying players or doing something. You understand? There was always this talk, they can't register Rashford, etc. They registered it. It don't matter. So yeah, man, this is what's going on, man. So we'll see what happens, man. But they've got 5 injuries, man. 6 injuries, sorry. I don't know why they haven't got him on this Gomez, but bro, from time you're coming off on the 36th minute, you're injured. So they've got 6 injuries. You can't come off on the 36th minute and then, yeah, the next game you start. Like, 36th minute, come on, bro. You would have went on the bench and just, safe. And this is already showing 6 players. Safe. So, yeah, bro, MITOMA, bro, that's a mad one. I didn't even know. This is how you know man's not really fully invested in, like, teams like Brighton, where man just go to them and just watch. Remember, we've just got Lisandro Martinez, as you can see. That's the only injury we're dealing with at the moment. So we'll see. Madrid looking at Wharton and McAllister. Yeah, I see that. I see McAllister, but that's from Indicator. So that's a pinch of salt. But I see that Wharton one. The Wharton one, Fabrizio said it a long time ago. We've played tough games already, but it's still worrying because we struggle to beat the small teams. We need consistency. I hope we beat Brighton. But you see Brighton, though. Brighton don't really sit back like that, you know. Brighton are not really a low block team. They kind of come up to you and they say, yeah, come, break us down. And they really like mid. They really do the mid block thing. So, and they got some slow defenders, bro. See their defenders. Look at their back line. Van Hecke and Dunk. Cadiodi, he's fast. The skis are here. He's got a bit of pace on him. So him, you got Mbumo and Ahmad on this side. You could do a little number in him still. But bro, them two, they're good for aerial threats. So corners and that, they might do a little header or something. But bro, they're slow. Dunk and Van Hecke, come on, bro. Slow. Do you understand? You do one of them Sesko headers and then bam, and Mbumo's one. It's long. Trust me. So that's the thing about that. But this is, remember, this is the predicted. This is not 100% going to be this. Like I said, Gomez is injured. I don't even know why he's still coming up on this. They haven't updated their team yet. Gomez injury. Let's just think it. Confirm it. He must have said something after the game, right? Romero and Udogi are injured as well. Fucking hell, it's crazy, bro. Everyone's just getting injured, bro. Romero and Udogie are injured as well. Brighton. Gomez injury, Brighton. Suffered a fight injury, defeat the thing. Oh, so he suffered a fight injury. He came back and then still played and then came off the 36th minute. This is what I'm saying. This is what the Brighton people are saying. I'm going to show you that in a second. Give me 1 second. Update from Hurstler. Yeah, look. So he had an injury. So look at this. This is what this is a Brighton aggregate page. Yeah, you know how we got our Man United ones, etc. This is a Brighton one. And he's saying, look, he came back from the Paraguay defeat. He came back with a fight injury already. My man played him for 36 minutes. What type of management is that? The man was already injured. The midfielder's returning to the Amex for better diagnosis. And then he played him for 36 minutes against Newcastle, and then he got injured again. Did you not think like, yo, he's already had a little something. Had a little niggle. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Look at this, guys. Look, so look, this is on the 15th of October. Remember, international break that just went past. Diego Gomez was injured. International break. He's come back early, and then bam, my man has played him against Newcastle. So he already came back injured. He might have said, you know what, it's not that bad as I thought it was. It's not a fight injury, but he's played him again. He only lasted 36 minutes, so he's not playing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's already had a fight injury scare. Then he's come off on the 36th minute on the floor. He's not playing. So he's injured, brother. Let's be real. Because whatever he felt at Paraguay, he's felt again where he's not going to take the risk. Why would he? You know what I'm trying to say to you? So look, he was injured, brother. He was injured. And he's been solid lately. He has 33 minutes. So yeah, man, they got 6 injuries, man. But MITOMA is the main one that I'm looking at. Let me see if there's any news on this MITOMA injury. And if there's more news on it, sorry. Obviously, we've seen that this thing, some games were missing from the match due to injury. So MITOMA's been injured from international break as well. Look, he didn't play against Brazil. So this is nothing new. Where have I been? All these players are getting injured in our face and man can't even see it, bro. It's crazy. Smash the likes, my peoples, man. Let's get these likes going. These likes are not making no sense. Come on. Look, that was him last time. See what I'm saying? No, that was in the FA Cup winner. Wan-Bissaka had his number. I want to see some more about this MITOMA injury. If anything's been said. I don't think anything's been said. I really love MITOMA, but an injury-prone 27-year-old Brighton will demand top dollar. So he's been getting injured a lot. It doesn't seem like he's been getting injured a lot. But yeah, MITOMA is meant to be injured, man. Peoples. MITOMA didn't play. He didn't play against Newcastle. Look at that. MITOMA still a doubt for Brighton's trip. Gomez also facing fitness test. So it's looking mad. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Diego Gomez, fight injury, 75% fit. MITOMA knock, 75% fit. Hamstring, 75%. Look at that. MITOMA +6, man. MITOMA +6. Gruder injured. Gomez a doubt. MITOMA a doubt. We are Brighton. So yeah, it's peak, man. It's peak. Let me get a few more of these comments and I'll run through everything that's come true. No wonder Real Madrid. We see season 3 be crazy. I'll give him in yards. Casemiro will take a wage, cut this for Ed, but he probably goes to Saudi. Real Madrid is in trouble. They're not in for anyone. I think Real Madrid they just go with their name. You know, their aura is different. They don't even need to say nothing. They don't need to put out links that they're in for no one. They just come and they just say, yeah, we want you. Bam. That's it. As soon as Real Madrid are in for you, a man just goes. If we win 3 or 4 of our next fixtures, we will give Amrin some time. If we win 3 or 4, bro, I think they're giving him time anyway. You're saying for yourself, if you're going to give him time, because they're giving him time anyway. He's already getting time. You know what I'm trying to say to you? But if we win 3 or 4 of our next fixtures, bro, we're in the top 4. There's no 2 ways about it. We're 3 points away now. So if we win 3 or 4 of our next fixtures, bro, we're already 3 points away. So just do the maths. We do 3 or 4 more wins, And who we got next? We've got Brighton, Forest, and I think Tottenham, right? So if we beat Brighton, Forest, and Tottenham, bro, that's 9 points. We're in the top 4, and we're kind of like solidified in there. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like 16, 19, 21, safe. We're kind of there. We're in there. So there's no talks about top, like giving him time or nothing, bro. He's on course to do what we need. Everyone will sit here and say it's going to be we're in for Europe, one sort of kind. If it's Europa or something, top 5, top 6, etc. That's what we're in for, right? If my man's in the top 4, come on, bro. Like, people can't say nothing. Any other team will sack Amrin for his record. The record is horrible. If he wins, it's all good, though. Right, we haven't sacked him, though, innit? We can't talk about absolutes and maybes and what ifs. Do you know what I mean? It's just like me saying we could have won against Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? If Bruno scored the penalty, if we put all of our chances away against Fulham, like, bro, we could do this every game. And that's the problem that we had with a lot of our games. There was always, what if that went in? What if the penalty went in Brentford and Collins got sent off? Because PGMO came out after and said they should have sent him off. So let's just say that, you know what I'm saying? There's so much what ifs in this. He's not going nowhere. He's not been sacked. So there's no point us talking about it and saying, why didn't we sack it, bro? We're on a good page right now. We've won 2 games in a row. We've got a game on Saturday, which is against Brighton. Hopefully we win another one. Do you know what I'm saying? We stay positive, bro. Next week, we need at least 2 of the top 4 to lose some points, and we should win also to guarantee a top 4. I think it's too early to say guarantee a top 4, top 5 spot, but 100%. Every time man are losing and whatnot, you just need to get your W, bro. And just, you know what I'm saying? I think for them, it's like, let's just get these W's and then we look at the table soon. You know what I'm trying to say? We don't even look at the table now. Just get as much W's as we can. Season 3 will be the season United looks scary. Man United too big in England. No wonder Real Madrid are looking for investment. They're losing money every match. They got a massive stadium right there. I swear they got mad revenue. Like, why would they be losing money? Doing what? They've got a lot of revenue coming in with that stadium there. I don't know about that one there. Still, Welbeck always. That's what I said. I said Welbeck always bags against us, and he's on a mad form right now. Let me show you Welbeck's form, because I know he scored. Did he score 2 against Chelsea or 1? I know he scored 2 against Newcastle. Look at him there. 4 goals he scored. 4 goals. We've only played 8 games, you know. So look at that. 8 matches, 4 goals, no assist. And he always scores against us, bro. Always. Always. So, yeah, bro. The boy Welbeck, but look at that, though. If you look at his form, he hasn't even been on form like that. When you actually look at his form, look at that. 2 goals against Newcastle, 2 goals against Chelsea, but he blanked against Wolves, got a little assist against Barnsley, didn't score, blanked against Tottenham, blanked against Bournemouth, blanked against City, blanked against Everton, Fulham, and Liverpool. And Liverpool's last season, let's not talk about that. This season onwards, 16th of August, look at that up. He's only scored 4 goals. He's blanked against a lot of teams. But one team he knows how to play against is United. He's strong as well, and he gets into the right positions. So, yeah, man, Welbeck might be a little hassle, man. He might be a little, you get me? Minter baller is quick. Trust me. This is what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, after Elanga, I think Minte is the fastest player in the Prem, or one of them. He's definitely top 3. I get the feeling Belieber's going to go crazy against us to get that transfer. That Brighton game will show us where we are, not the Liverpool game, for able to beat our bogey team. Exactly. I remember, we always turn up for the big teams. This is what I say to you. Apart from the Man City game, you lot can't show me one team we never turned up against that was out of the big teams. We always, apart from Newcastle, but I don't know if you don't want to count that as a big team. Obviously, they're good, but when I mean big team, you know what I'm trying to say? Like the top 4, sorry. Like, we always kind of turn up. So, yeah, man. Facts, we need a fast fullbacks against Brighton. That's what I'm saying. We can't have Maguire. If we either got Maguire on and De Ligt goes on the bench, which is crazy because he's more or less been our best defender, or you just sit up, Maguire, you just sit out, bro, and we put Euro in. We cannot have Luke Shaw against Minte. That ball over the top is going to be a long day. And Luke Shaw is clumsy. Everybody knows Luke Shaw is super clumsy, bro. It doesn't make no sense. He will just foul him or get sent off or something. I can just see Luke Shaw getting thinged. I can see Luke Shaw getting skinned and just tripping him up or something. Play Dorgu on the left to help Shaw deal with Minte. Yeah, you need to. I would say Spurs are that team 4 times last year, not one against, Spurs are bogey as well, but that was just last year. Brighton beat us every year. That was 1 year. And that's only because we got Spurs in the Europa, in the Carabao Cup. That's the only reason that they even got to 4. Because we drawed them in the Carabao Cup and Europa. But on a normal, you play your team 2 times every season. Brighton, I've always got a number, bro. Literally. We'll not win. On the side note, Newcastle have upgraded from Walter made this baller. And Mbumo, Cunha, and Sesko will cook. I think Ahmad or Maz make it far in AFCON. They have crazy national teams, especially Ivory Coast. Yeah, Ivory Coast or Dilly. Met, you should see the number 19 for Ivory Coast. He plays for Blakesy, bro. What's his name? Ivory Coast, number 19. Joe Bay's average. I don't like the drama around Shrining. I don't think anything. I think you see the stuff with Joe and Bellingham. Yeah, I think they're just like they're looking at who's an option. They're saying, listen, I don't think they're gonna go and sign their big money midfielder in January. So let's look at who the options are. And the options are they probably go for a Conor Gallagher. They go for someone like a Joe Bellingham who's having a hard time in Dortmund. But what the hell is Joe Bellingham going to do that Mainoo can't do? Let me know that. So we need a midfielder. We're going to go and get Joe Bellingham, and he's going to do something better than Mainoo. What height? What aerial threat? Is that what we're doing here? Because I don't think he's faster than Mainoo or anything like that. So I don't get it, bro. I think Bruno got his new contract under Ineos. Yeah, that's different though. That's Bruno. He's the captain. I think he's the only person because he's the captain. You got to keep him, etc. But did he? I'm trying to think. When did he even get the contract? After the FA Cup, yeah, probably did. I think you're right. 195, yeah, under 200. If Sesko will start, if the setup on Saturday will be the same like the Liverpool game, I see us getting smoked because we can't exactly. That's what I'm saying. Amrin, please, bro, adapt. Know what you're doing. You know what? This is Brighton. This is not Liverpool. Please don't do the same thing. We saw what he done at Brentford, bro. We went against Chelsea a certain way. He went and done the same thing against Chelsea, against Brentford, and we got smoked. Or did he even change it and drop Euro that game? I don't even know, but brother, just switch it up, brother. You know what's going on. We got to play different. Let's play our football now. I think Sesko will start. Yeah, I think Sesko will start as well. I think there's no reason not to start Sesko. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We need that. We need Sesko to be up there, like, and give them that, stretch the line, etc. We need that, man. We need this win. We just need to stay compact and make sure we aren't slapped on transition, and we should be good. Why is it so easy for everyone to get injured this season? I don't know what's going on, bro. But remember, we suffered with some as well, though. We suffered with Mount and Cunha early. You know what I'm trying to say? And they've kind of recovered back. But a lot of people are getting injured. But this is happening now anyway. There's so much games as well. It's mad. Ten Hag, is he in charge? Eric Ten Hag did that too. Shaw, Martinez, Varane, and Wan-Bissaka. Mitoma, Veltman, Amarillo. I don't even know who that is. Amarillo. I don't even know who that is, bro. But yeah, Brighton, man. Brighton, our bogey team, man. And like I said, bro, like they've got the injuries. So people them know, yeah, cool. Mitoma, remember he terrorized us last time. I think he got 1 goal and he did he assist another one or something? So Mitoma's not going to be there. But, bro, they've won their last 5 games. And the last 2 games, they never had Mitoma. Do you understand? So it doesn't even matter. So if you look at it, 37 people in the chat. No, that's what I'm saying. The likes are not making sense. People are moving stingy with their likes. Smash the like button, my people. Just get these likes going. Come on, my peoples, man. Ruben will be our manager. Love for that, mate. Appreciate that, bro. We can no longer get Europe until we can no longer get Europe. Yeah. Yeah, if we 3 or 4, it'll be easier for me as a supporter. Oh, you're talking about yourself. Okay. I hear you. Because I was thinking you're saying for them to give him time. They're giving him time regardless. That's what I'm saying. He's already getting time. And that's what's kind of, who knows? There's reports saying that that's what's kind of settled the ship. Because they know that he's here for the foreseeable now. It's kind of settled them now where it's like, you know what, let's just fight for him now and go mad. Do you know what I'm saying? The Lick's come out with a few quotes. He's had a little interview and he's basically saying, listen, this season I feel more aggressive. Remember, the Litz, I think he's won the most draws or something in the whole league or something like that. I feel more aggressive also because I feel more confident. I feel physically I'm in a really good place. So if I'm physically in the right place, I feel like I can dominate attackers in that way. The speed and strength. I feel that coming to my prime age now, I feel like I'm coming to my prime age now. I think as a defender, normally around 29 to 31, you are at your best. I'm now 26. And I think I've experienced a lot in my career. And I feel I can now use this experience as an advantage. So that's the lit, man. The lit's come out, he's saying a few words. I remember he said some words the other day, a quote, and he was saying that, yeah, the system ain't a problem. That's an excuse that you lot keep coming with. I think I'm also used to the Premier League now. The pace, what helps also. I think overall, these are the most important things for his form this season. And this is the interview. He's done it with Man United, etc. He said, I think what's really important is that I had a proper pre-season. I feel for me, my body pre-season is always important. And this season I had one. I think it was one of the first in 5-6 years that I didn't have a transfer or an injury or Euros. The last time was my last season at Ajax, and it was actually one of my best seasons of my career. I feel like mentally and physically I'm in a really good place, and I feel quite confident. The teammates and the manager helped a lot because they also gave me this confidence. So big up the lit, man. Like I said, his stats are mental. Like he's got, I think he's what is it? Look at that. There you go. Look, there you go. No centre back has won more defensive duels than Mateus de Ligt this season in the Premier League. No centre back. He's winning all these duels. Anyone coming up, you saw what he done to Gyökeres on the first game of the season. Made him look like a puppy. He made him look like a chihuahua. Like, chill, you're over there. So that's what the Lit's on, man. Big up the Lit, man. He's coming. He's turned into a little captain. When you look at the way he's playing, he's turned into a proper little captain. Like he's doing what he needs to do, man. So yeah, if we don't finish in top 6 this season, it'll be really disappointing. The league is very open. If Amrin had the same brilliance, surely we can get that top 5. Surely, man. I believe in it, man. I don't want to get giddy, but Brighton look real meaty right now. We need a W. They're not the same team, but they've won their last 5 though, or they're unbeaten in the last 5. So they beat City, beat Newcastle, beat Chelsea. So come on, bro. It's not like they are doing little 1s and 2s. I'm not really worried about Spurs. They aren't looking too threatening. Lamens is goalkeeper. Yeah, I was rooting for Lamens. But let me tell you something about this though. You know what's crazy about you saying this? They look at us the same way. You know, the whole league doesn't really watch us like how we will watch us, which is just normal, right? So they just look at us and they see they lost to Grimsby, they got smashed in by Brentford, they got smashed in at City, they're rubbish. So there's this stigma that's going around Man United. I'm still the banter club, we're rubbish. No one watches us how we watch. We might watch a game and say, we had so much chances. They're just looking at it from Sky Sports app. Oh, what, Man United, what? It's 2-2, we brought Burnley. They're rubbish. They don't understand the game, they don't watch us. So that's what happens. So Spurs fans will be looking at us and saying the same thing. Man United. And you know what? I've realized as well what's going on. They keep still saying, this is the worst Man United of all time. We just lost to the worst Man United, bro. The worst Man United finished 15th. We made new signings. We're not the worst Man United ever still. Yeah, the stats might not be whatever it needs to be right for the starting of a season, etc. But bro, they don't understand like we can move on. So they still don't rate us the same. So they think that. They'll be probably looking at us saying, it's Man United, we can beat them. Every team is probably saying that. We've got to set it different this season. And I was the biggest advocate for Lamens. If you know, you know. There was people in this chat talking about Martinez. I was like, nah, bro. Let's go and get the boy Lamens. And we ended up getting him. Big up the boy Lamens. The Lit's always run into Lamens at the end of the game. You look at the end of the game, he runs to Lamens. The Lit's been our best player. He's up for the best CB in the Prem. But because he plays for United, exactly. And people have this little thing about, what's that guy called? Eric Dyer was benching him when it never happened. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Look at that. Versus the thing. Most blocks, most tackles attempted, most ball recoveries, most aerials won, aerials contested, most clearances, and most touches. Safe, different. Let me show you this now. Look. So I'm going to summarize what's going on. So we've had the news about Stiller. We had this yesterday, £43 million. Sky Germany came out and told us. And then, obviously, we had CC transfers that spoke about it on the 14th. But yeah, we're still watching him. So the Stiller stuff is still going on. Look at this. This is the highest XG in the Premier League. And we are second after Crystal Palace with XG. So we're putting ourselves in positions where we can take shots in front of the goal. So we're making a lot of chances. Do you know what I'm saying? But look at that, we're Man United, so that doesn't mean anything. But let it be another team, the manager's a goal. So yeah, that's a good thing to have there. This is the midfielders, passes to the final third, Bruno Fernandes. So he is making that pass from and splitting it. From where he is, he's passing forward all the time. And he's made the most passes to the final third. And look at where he is on that list. He's literally first when it comes to it. I just showed you the stuff about Manu Kone. He's emerged as a candidate to strengthen Man United's midfield. Could that be a January signing? We just go and get him quickly. I don't think we're going to do anything like that unless it's a loan. That's just my opinion. So we'll see. This is the second balls. We've won the most second balls in the Prem. That's been our target. That's been our thing for this whole season. Second balls. What we've done with Liverpool, when we let the ball drop, we just kick it in the air. And I was watching it just like you lot, guys. When we kept kicking it, and I'm like, what are we doing? We just keep passing it to them. That's been what we've been doing majority of the season. We'll kick it. If Sesko misses it, whatnot, we're going to win that second ball anyway, and then we start from there. Instead of starting from our box, passing it out, getting pressed and all of that, no. We'll kick it in the middle. Sesko, win it for me, please. If not, no problem. We will win the next one and start from there. And that's how we scored when Bruno, bam, straight to Ahmad and Bruno, bam. That's how we went. So, and we've done that the most. So obviously, they're doing something in training where they're on to the second balls. It's us, then it's Arsenal. I remember, second balls is usually a physicality thing. Do you remember that? Like, that's what it usually is. That's what they say, are you a physical team? Because remember, the ball will go in the air, someone will win it, and then you win the second ball. So you're usually physical enough to win it or whatever. You can't be getting bars that way and still be winning this. So we're becoming very physical, man. You see what's going on here. Crystal Palace, they don't press at all. They don't care like that. They just say, break us down, and then we're going to counter-attack. So they don't give up. They don't really care. So yeah, man, that's another stat, basically, that we're just out here doing something. This was all the news yesterday. Look, this is the Stiller stuff that I just showed you about. That Man United are still monitoring Stiller. This is what came out today. Dennis Bayer said this today about it. So Stuttgart, it's going to be 50 million euros, etc. Plenty Goals said it as well. What's this about Greenwood? Look at this. We just got some breaking news now from Graham Bailey. United have an eye on Greenwood and are happy he's doing well. They're keeping tabs and hearing things. They realize they could get a nice bonus next year. I'm told that it's how they see it. They're not banking on getting any money from him. So whatever they do is seen as a possible. Yeah, because we've got a 50% sell-on clause with Greenwood. He scored 4 goals the other day or something like that. He's moving mad over there. So we've got a 50% sell-on clause. They bought him off us for 30 million or something. Bro, if he goes, I heard Barcelona might want him or something. If he goes for 80 million or 60 million, we get half of that money. This is what he done. Look, this is the last game he played. I think they're top of the league as well. 4 goals, penalty and 3 goals, like safe. So this is what we're looking at. That's why we're keeping a close eye on him. That's an easy story to write, innit? I could have wrote that. We're keeping an eye on Greenwood because we've got a sell-on clause. What a story. Wow. Like, come on, bro. I don't even think that he just sat there, and this is what journalism is, bro. I realize. They just sit there and think, what can I say that's going to make sense? Bam. I'll just come with that. So, yeah, I think they're top of the league now. He's doing what he's doing. He might get a big move somewhere. And then, yeah, let's see the table. I swear they're top. Yeah, look, they're top. They beat PSG as well. They beat PSG here. 1-0. So they're top over there. They're doing what they need to do, man. De Zerbi's cooking over there still. So, yeah, we might get our little money off them, etc. That's what he's basically saying. We can look at that as a bonus. That's why we're keeping our eye on him. That's it. Martinez, he took part with training with the squad. Not everyone that played against Liverpool because they got to get their rest and their recovery, but some people that didn't play heavily. So probably like Zirkzee, Mainu, whoever came off the bench late, got to train with him basically, and a few academy players. And then we got this about Zirkzee. This is why he's on the thumbnail, because West Ham are preparing a January loan for Joshua Zirkzee. Despite United being reluctant to letting him out, and Zirkzee is unhappy about his lack of game time, but he's not agitating for a move. He just wants to play. So he's open. And that's from Pete Hall. And of course, we had news yesterday from Alex Crook, who rolls around with Ben Jacobs. So we know that there could be some truth in it. So Nuno wants free signings at West Ham. They promised him free signings in January. He wants a striker. He's already got the striker number 9s in Fulkrug and Callum Wilson. He wants a striker that maybe can, false 9 and come to the ball, etc. So that's the situation with Zirkzee. I don't know if he's going to go. Remember, in January, by the time he gets to the January window, Mbeumo, Ahmad have been gone for 10 days. So I reckon he's playing a bit more games. He's coming off the bench a bit earlier, etc. So we'll see, man. Facts, Metch, you really put us onto Lamens. I was with the Martinez one due to Prem proven, but you showed that Lamens. Come on, bro. I told you, look, when it comes to the box, any other position you could do the league. You could think about the league. But when it comes to a box, it should not matter where you're playing as a goalkeeper. Think about it. If I'm a goalkeeper and this box in Belgium is the exact same as the box in Prem, all I got to worry about is different is that the Prem, they're going to be trying to elbow me on a corner and hold my hand and all of this stuff. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's all you got to worry about. But if you're saving shots, left, right, and centre, just do the same thing you've been doing there. It's the same box. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And remember, them leagues are even worse where there's more shots on you because the defenders are rubbish. So if the defenders are rubbish where you're playing already, there's going to be more shots from the strikers. So if you're saving all them shots, come on, it must get a little bit easier for you when you don't face as many shots. Say you're facing 25 shots a game over there, you come over here and you're only facing 7 now, 6. Come on, broski. So yeah, man, man, I appreciate that, bro. I feel like the major problem with United is taking up exactly. We don't take a lot of our chances. And the other day, that more or less happened to Liverpool. Do you get it? It's crazy. So yeah, that's the news with Zirkzee, man. That's the news with Zirkzee. Let me show you what else came out that I'm just summarizing quickly. So that's Stiller, Zirkzee. That's a few of the stats. And this is everything that came out last night. Fabrizio said Zirkzee is working hard to get more game time at Man United and help the squad while staying positive. He isn't creating any problems and hasn't said anything to Amrin about any issues, but his situation could change in January as he wants to play the World Cup. Alex Crook said what he said about West Ham and that he might be going Roma. Simon Stone said that Harry Maguire would be willing to take a pay cut, etc. Martinez is expected to join the team next week. So that's it, my peoples, man. That's more or less all the news for today. If you haven't already, make sure you smash the likes, my peoples. Appreciate every single one of you lot being in the chat. Every single one of you lot being inside. I hope you lot all have a great day. I'll be back here tomorrow. Peace.
Got some celebs pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They don't be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.